The patent cannot be copied or duplicated by the reason it is actually the rhythm that you will need to see the actual meaning of existence, showing you the colors of the rainbow. But since this is not something you would say is verbatim, it is actually saying that would be a computer saying that would be the one word that you would need to actually know something, and it is always the same thing. So now that you know that the patent is different, then that would be the reason that the actual video does exist, and that would be verbatim coming from the coming soon meaning of the actual computer saying that is a different meaning of that is a different meaning of the existence, and it is not verbatim because it is actually the same person in the coming soon showing you that it's not the same website, but it is called BeatPal, and that is the rhythm showing you the dancer is not available. So now that you see the black and white, you can understand that it's red all over. You can see the reason that it does exist, and that would be the answer to show you that it is actually verbatim right here. You would make sure that that verbatim is the hot topics, meaning of the way that you know that that is a video. You would not be able to see this verbatim because it is the patent saying it is not verbatim. If this is not the way to do it, then there's no way to do it at all. This is the same meaning of voice substitutions, and you know that that is an example of how the person does exist from the meaning of the existence. This is Graham, and that is the way you know it. This is English, and that is the way you don't know it. This is German, and that is the way you've seen it. This is normality, and that is the way you heard it. This part is the meaning of the job, social.com, presenting the actual meaning of the actual share face. Now that you see the share face working, you see that this is the share face in a different angle. It has to be the 1x that you see on your telephone, and it has to be the actual way that you see it as a screen. So knowing that that is a screen means you can actually use it as a barcode, and knowing that that is the barcode meaning that that is the color from which the person does exist. So now that we are using this, it does say it before, and it is now showing you the reason why it does work. Showing that barcode right here means that it should actually present itself as the meaning to do the work. Since the meaning to do the work is the actual reason to see 31st on October, it is actually known that the actual work is existing. So if I can use that work as a barcode on a way that you see the screen, then yeah, that screen is coming from the actual reason to know it beyond the reasonable doubt. This is the reasonable doubt. The barcode is used as a reason to see the rainbow. The rainbow is the user identity of the screen. Now that you see both of them working, you can say goodbye. The actual reason to see the dead animal was New York City. So that would be actually gay, and there would be no doubt that that would be actually Brian, because that would be the reason to see the actual person across the street saying school. Hermitage is a school, and that is the meaning of existence. The distance between Hermitage and school is the reason that you can see the actual meaning play out in front of you as a video. That rewind of the video is the dead animal that you can see all the time. But the dead animal happens to be all the time, and you can see that verbatim finally. The dead animal is the occurrence of the person to see that in a different language. Now that you see the reason to see department, that is the actual reason that it does exist, and it does the reason that you see the screen being used for the actual way that the person needs to know it. The user ability of the actual display provides the answer for the person to see that is not coming from any other device. It is coming from the means to actually say that this does not exist, it is verbatim, and you cannot use it unless you actually know how to do it. Since you cannot know how to do it, you have to actually know how to do it in the way that the person presented itself as the way to do it. Since that is the only way to do it, and then you realize that that is the actual answer, then that is the reason that the person does say that that is the meaning of existence, and we have to actually get it correct. The reason to get it correct is the actual reason to see that the person does not have the actual place to do the actual means of knowing that that is a dead animal. So that is not the actual way to do it verbatim, but that is the way to do it by the means of existence. The display has been appropriate as PDA, and the presenting of that as shareface.com is the legality of knowing that that was provided by selfieview.com. Having to do something like that is the reason that it should exist. Nobody can see a document like this, and now you can see the answer. The answer is verbatim, and you can see that the selfie is the reason that you can see the person using the game over as the answer to see the means of existence play out in front of you. You can answer this file with the reason to see the actual means to be color. Now that you know that this is color or a rainbow, it cannot be shared or copied. That is the answer to knowing how the person has participated in the means to know the existence of the person beyond the reasonable doubt of the actual answer. The answer is the telephone, and we have to see that that is just not the screen. Washington is the answer.